Hello, everyone. Happy June. So excited that we are in this new month, and it's such a special month. We have a solar eclipse, we have the summer solstice, and we're marking almost halfway through 2021. So I am here today to help you set the tone for a prosperous June. And if you've never connected with me before, my name is Lisa Espinosa. I am a priestess and career leadership coach. It's such a joy to be here today to gather in this way to align you with the results that your soul is saying, your soul is guiding you to create this month. That's what this is about. Like, how do you create the results in your career or in your creative projects that your soul is saying? That's what needs to happen this month. So before anything else, let's go ahead and tune in. So whether you're watching this live or you're watching the replay, just taking some nice cleansing breaths. And just allow yourself to really settle into this space, settle into your heart. Allow yourself to settle into this moment. Right? Trust that you are here exactly at the right time. If you're here live, hey Roxana, or if you're watching the replay, you're watching it at exactly the right time. And visualizing beautiful roots of light going down your legs and out the bottoms of your feet, deep into the earth. And just let your soul already start to do a cleaning, a releasing, a clearing of anything that's unnecessary and anything that could get in the way of you being fully present here. And the amazing thing is when you invite your soul to do this, you don't need to be in charge. You don't need to know. If it helps you to know, you will know. It's just releasing and feel your roots, how strong they are. Feel how supported you are, how connected to the earth you are. And then connecting with everyone who's watching this live or everyone who's watching the replay, we just connect all of our roots together in this beautiful, empowered way, right? In a co-creative circle. Hey, Jessica. Because when we gather together, we know that everything is amplified, right? Our ability to receive, our ability to release, our ability to heal and manifest. So sending gratitude to everyone here, and then breathing in through the layers of the earth. Hello, Magda. Through the layers of the earth, this beautiful energy of renewal, of support and strength. Let it move up the layers of the earth, up through the bottoms of your feet, up your legs, up to your back, all the way to the crown of your head, and just sitting, feeling so present and aligned. And here in this space, I invite you to visualize a circle of abundance, a circle of prosperity around you. Divine prosperity. I visualize it as this golden light. So just visualize this golden light that surrounds you. And I visualize a golden light that surrounds all of us gathered here, whether live or accessing the replay. This golden light of the abundance of your soul, the prosperity of your soul. And we just bring the palms of our hands together. Just feel the connection to your heart as we bow to each other and to our own heart and begin with a namaste. Namaste, everyone. All right, so let's get into it. First thing is that you want to receive clarity on the results you are being guided to create in June. So come the last day of June, imagine it's the last day of June and you're looking at your journal or your document on your laptop, or computer, or whatever, however you record things. And you're just so excited because you created the results you wanted to create. So step number one is you need to know, right? What results is my soul guiding me to create? Now, you who are watching this, you might already know it might be an income goal. It might be a creative project you're working on that you want to finish. It might be having more clients, having more students. It might be, submitting an application somewhere or finishing a blog post. I mean, whatever it is. If you have fear of choosing a goal, please understand that that's normal. And I'm going to really invite you to do it anyway. Right there, it's like in the past, if you've used goal setting as a way to punish yourself, like you set a goal and then you don't meet it and then you beat yourself up about it, you judge yourself. Of course, it's not going to feel good to set goals. And I used to do this all the time. Oh my gosh, I had parts that were such perfectionists, and I had such harsh inner critics. And so I would set goals, and I usually would meet them because I would work myself to death, and I would work and work and work and meet them. And then it didn't even feel good. Hey, Robbie. It didn't even feel good to get the goals because the journey to achieve the goal had been so painful. But we're talking now about something different. Now we're talking about doing this in alignment with our soul. And when we align with our soul, the journey to achieve the goal is just as important as achieving the goal. In fact, it's how we achieve it that will determine how we will feel at the end. So I'm going to drink a little water. I have something in my throat. So usually I talk about the end of the year, right? What do you want to manifest by the end of 2021? But this month, I was really like, oh, we're meant to be focusing at the end of June. What do we want to create by the end of June? That'll be like right around the halfway point of 2021. So let's go into law of attraction. Now, obviously, I'm not going to give you the whole thing here because I want to keep this short, but we're going to talk about just kind of distill it to its core essence. Because the work I do with my clients and students in gatherings like this, it's not about the action steps. Those are important. Do not get me wrong. I'm not saying that you just sit around staring at the wall all day long. No. However, if all it required was action steps, then everybody would always achieve their results and their heart's longings. It's the action step is only one part of the equation. And I would say not even the most important part. The most important part is our mindset, our feelings, our emotions. So what does law of attraction say? Now, some of you watching this might have practiced law of attraction for years now. Hey, hello. And some of you might be totally new to it. Like, what's law of attraction? So wherever you are is perfect. The law of attraction says that like attracts like, right? And so the three main steps is we ask. So you can ask consciously or unconsciously, right? So specifically around your career, specifically around your creative projects, think about all that you have asked for. Some of it might be very conscious. Like I said, maybe you're like, okay, I want to make this much money in my career, or I want to have, this amount of clients in my career, or I want to finish this book. You might have literally asked that, right? Stated it. Sometimes we ask without even being conscious of it. We just feel lack. We feel like, this worry, this lack. And that desire that we feel for the opposite of the lack is the asking. Right? So I'm inviting you in this moment, as I said earlier, to be very conscious of your asking. So what is it that you're asking as a result for the end of June? Now, I am always about aligning with your soul's guidance, not our ego. Our ego might have, I want this and this and this and this. And then we get it and it doesn't fulfill us because it's not what our soul really wants. So when we do the inner journey, we're going to go into that, right? Like tap into this is what what my heart, my soul, my higher self is saying is the creation for June. So we ask, and then law of attraction says, the universe says, okay, awesome, here it is. So then what's the problem, right? Because this is where I remember when I first read about law of attraction years ago, I was so annoyed because I read it and I'm like, I'm asking, I still don't have these things, but I didn't understand. And I thank goodness I was committed and I continued on my spiritual practice and connected to wonderful teachers and started to understand the missing piece. So we ask, the universe responds and says, all right, here it is. So what does that mean? It means that in quantum reality, in the soul plane, what you asked for already exists. Now, remember my label that I said, priestess, career leadership coach, right? So I'm absolutely not a career coach that's all about like the resume and networking and those kinds of things. There's a place for that, and I absolutely support my clients with that. But my work is to really tune into the mindset, the spiritual, and the metaphysical laws, principles that support this journey. So then what happens? Ask, it already exists, and now the third step, which is our step to do, is to allow it, to align with it, to receive it. That honestly is the hardest step. Not because it's hard really, because it's meant to be so natural, but because we're so programmed to believe that that's not how it is, right? It's like if you are, for example, income goal is the easiest. I'm just using that because it's an easy example. But let's say you have an income goal that by the end of June you've made whatever, $9,000. That just came to my head. So let's say, right? So that by the end of June, that's your vision, right? So you asked, you felt the lack of it, and that created desire. So then you asked, this is what I want the result to be. And then I'm saying that the universe, the divine, your soul is saying, all right, it is already there. Now what you need to do is align with it. So what does aligning with it mean? It means that you go through the world, you go through your day as if you already have it, right? So this is where it all happens. This is where the magic happens, right? Because what we can think is that, okay, law of attraction, $9,000 by the end of June. I'm just going to focus on that. I really, really want those $9,000. You just focus on the wanting and the wanting and the wanting. That's not, what are you attracting? You're attracting more wanting. So the universe is like, okay, she wants, we're going to give her more wanting, right? That's what we're vibrating at the energy of lack, of wanting it, right? We're vibrating at the energy of like, oh, I'm going to be so happy once I have it, but I don't have it now, right? So that's, and Jill's saying I get stuck into wanting all the time. That's totally normal. All of us do, because the world programs us, the external world, what we see programs us that way. In fact, it calls us naive and crazy and woo-woo and all sorts of things if we don't do it that way. So the invitation is to vibrate, to align, to allow, as if you already have it, as if it already is here. So, one of my teachers that I work with closely, she always says, the reason we go for a goal is because of how we believe it'll make us feel when we have it. Like really, and when she first said it, I was like, I don't know. And I kept thinking about it, and every time it was true. Like we believe, so you believe that having that money, yes, there's the practical, it'll pay for this, but it's like how it's going to make you feel. So that's what we start to cultivate now. Aligning as if you are a success now. Aligning as if you have those 2 new clients now, right? Aligning as if, for example, a lot of my clients are writing books or are in the process of birthing their book. I'm in the process of, finishing my book, my second book. And it's very easy to fall into this trap of believing that, once I finish the book, I'll just talk about my first book, Answering Your Inner Calling. When I really had this thought that once I finished my book, then people would take me seriously. Once I finished the book, then I would be so confident. Then all these doors would open, and then, I would achieve this level of success, and so on and so on. Now, it's been a few years since I wrote my book, and I'm so glad I wrote it, and it's been awesome, and it has opened doors. But when I first came out, nothing changed. Like it was like, and I realized In fact, there was a lot of stuff that came up because I hadn't done the inner work. I had put so much of like, when I arrive, then I can be confident, then I can be successful, then I'll make the money, that it was a lot of inner shifts and mindsets that I had to do to actually align with that reality. So I hope that example clarifies it for you. So we're going to do an inner journey so that you can connect with your soul and one, get clear with what the result is that you want to achieve by the end of June. And we're asking for a measurable result. So for example, if you're like, I just want to feel excited about my business, that's awesome, but that's not measurable, right? So we want measurable, meaning that by the end of June, you will know you achieved it. It's measurable, it's quantifiable. And my guidance, of course, your soul will know, is that we keep it simple, right? That it's not like 20 different goals. Your soul might focus on one or two or three. Now, of course, you're always working on multiple ones, right? So don't worry, if for example, for me, let's say my result was something connected to my website. I'm redesigning my website right now. That doesn't mean that all the other projects I'm working on, I'm not going to work on. I'm going to keep taking those steps and all of that. But what it means is that my soul is highlighting that that's that's an important thing to nurture and to align with as if it was already here. And, oh, thank you, Maria. And I want to share that when you manifest one thing in your career or any area of your life, it blesses everything else. Because think about manifesting is all about abundance and prosperity and expansion. So it's not like you're going to focus on one and everything else is going to go into lack and scarcity, right? Everything will be blessed. So let's do our inner journey. I do want to say, if you're interested in my book, Answering Your Inner Calling, it is on Amazon. You can download the sample chapter. There is a Kindle version as well, so you can see and read and see if it aligns with you. So let's go into this beautiful manifesting space and know that when I lead the inner journey, I am channeling the Reiki energy as well, right? Reiki energy healing, and Reiki, as really all true healing, vibrates right at the energy of prosperity. It vibrates at the energy of abundance, right? So taking some nice breaths, connect with your beautiful heart, right? That portal. Really think of your heart as a portal of love, of wisdom, of your soul's guidance, of your soul's frequency, your soul's vibration of prosperity. Your soul doesn't know anything about lack. It has compassion for us. It understands that we fall into that mental trap. But our soul is absolutely gloriously abundant and prosperous. So feel that portal in your heart. As this golden portal. And this golden portal in your heart, I'm seeing as a flower of life. And actually, this pendant I'm wearing is a Hathor pendant, but on the back is the flower of life. I know you can't see it, but it's just this kind of geometric pattern. You might know what it is. You can look it up afterwards if you don't. But see this beautiful portal, which I see as the flower of life, this golden flower of life at your heart. And then emanating from your heart is that golden path, right? This gold, it's like this golden light opens, and before you opens this beautiful golden path. It's emanating from this portal that is your heart. And this golden path is the path that represents your highest, most abundant, most blessed path. What does that mean? It means most blessings for you and most blessings for those that you are here to serve. You are here to help, uplift. So it's not either or. It's not just I win and other people lose. No, that's not how our soul operates. It's win-win all around. So feel that golden path. And for this moment, this golden path represents June. Just June of 2021. Now, if you happen to be watching this a year from now, let it represent whatever month you're in. Okay, so just same principle. So that golden path of June. And you notice on the golden path, right? All the days of June. We're on June 3rd, so June 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, all the way to the end of June. You notice the solar eclipse that's coming next week. It's like, ooh, there's like a little extra light there. You notice the summer solstice coming, or the solstice. You might not, depending on what hemisphere you're in, it might not be the summer solstice for you. But it's like you notice that portal of the solstice, right, around the 21st. And so as you're standing here, you invite your soul, your wise soul, to appear in front of you. And just in this moment, I just see your soul looking like you, like you, but like more radiant, right? Like light radiating, just like you with this beautiful, brilliant aura. This is the you that is, this is your soul that is eternally abundant. Why? Because it is eternally connected, tapped into source, God, universe, whatever word feels right for you. That is why your soul doesn't ever experience lack, because it remembers, oh, I am connected to source. I'm always connected to source, to the abundance of source. So as you stand in front of your soul, you're asking, beautiful soul, what result do you want me to create by the end of June? What result in my career do you want me to create by the end of June? What result do you want me to create by the end of June? And I'm just going to be quiet for a few moments as you receive the answer in your heart. And please know, if you don't hear it yet, don't panic. Just allow all this golden light to come into your heart and know that the answer will be revealed at exactly the right time. Okay, so just listen, and I'll send Reiki. Just listen. What result is your soul guiding you to create? Just receive it in your heart. Whatever it was. And so now your soul steps aside. He's still there. We know, of course, our soul is beyond gender, but he's there. And now you notice at the end of the path, you notice a figure walking towards you, like there's somebody else walking towards you. This beautiful being. And as it gets closer, you notice, oh, it's also you. It's your future you. It's the you from the end of June. It's the you that already created this result. So look at her, look at him. He's got a big smile, or she has a big smile. And just feel just how relaxed this future you is. There's no worry, there's no doubt, there's no efforting. She already created the result. And really align with how this future you feels. Maybe she feels, I'm just feeling a lot of like relaxation, like a lot of like ease, and a little bit of like celebration energy. But it's almost like there's a normalizing to it too, right? It's not like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I did it. It's not that. It's kind of like, of course I did it. Like, of course, here's the result. Awesome. So feel that, and as you visualize this future you in front of you, heart link. So feel her heart, his heart, linking with your heart, so that you're infused with that energy of already achieving this. You already created it. It's already done. Feel that alignment with that truth. And no worries if you're having a hard time, if there's resistance, that's okay. That's totally normal. You can do this, you can watch this part of the replay over and over, and it'll get easier each time. Right? We just practice. So feel that. And as you feel that sense of ease, like it's already done, right? It's already done. Now you're going to ask your future you, just ask if there's any action steps, right? Any action steps that he's guiding you to take. So just say, are there any action steps? Your future you remembers very relaxed, very wise. So just receive whatever action steps. Maybe it's just 1 or 2 or 3, very simple. Just receive them. And again, if you don't hear it clearly yet, that's okay. It's going to come at exactly the right time. But just feel that in your heart. What are the action steps? So I'm seeing lots of images of like sitting at your altar or sitting at your cushion or whatever your special place is in your home with a pencil and journal, maybe some soothing music, and just kind of like tuning in to your soul's guidance. Like, oh yeah, let me take the, like a very relaxed, joyful, pleasant experience. Like I'm seeing that. I'm seeing you taking walks in nature. Essential oils are coming up, so I'm just gonna name that if that resonates with anyone. Crystals, of course. A crystal grid. Yes, that's coming forward. So just receive. And again, if you're not seeing anything or hearing anything, that's fine. It'll come at the right time. It'll be revealed. All right, so thank this future you. And now, all 3 of you, your soul, you now, and future you, right? The 3 of you are looking at your golden path that represents June, and all 3 of you are sending it blessings, blessing it with so much love, blessing it with so much ease, blessing it, I'm here with synchronicity, with flow, with wonderful surprises, with quantum leaps, and with the energy of that you are always in the right place at the right time. Always. And I'm hearing, especially when you think you're not, those times when you're like, oh, I'm stuck in traffic or I'm whatever, it's like, nope, you're exactly where you're supposed to be. And that'll shift everything. It's like, oh, I can be abundant here too. So thank your beautiful soul. Thank your beautiful future you. Notice how they turn to you and they're thanking you, right? Your future you is like, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. So he's thanking you. Your soul is thanking you because your soul understands the courage that it takes to have a human life, right? Your soul understands the heroic human journey. So we bring the palms of our hands together and we bow to our beautiful path, to our soul, to our future self. They bow back to us, and we bow to everyone here, all of you here live, all of you watching the replay. And we close this inner journey with a namaste. Namaste, everyone. So take some nice stretches. Take some nice breaths. Really ground yourself. Feel your feet. I'm going to spray some Palo Santo clear quartz spray. So feel that and just feel your aura, how expansive it is. So I really, invite you to come back and watch this. You don't have to watch the whole thing, although it might be helpful. But just like connect. If you find that at some point you feel so far away from this, right? It's like come back, reconnect with the energy of this transmission. And so, and remember that you're welcome, you're going to be guided, right? We remember when we bless the golden path, there's going to be synchronicities, messages, flow, quantum leaps, doors that are open that'll surprise you. Just be excited about it without like panicked about it, right? And of course, if you find yourself back in feelings of fear and anxiety, don't judge yourself. That's totally normal. This is all about practicing. Thank you, Jill. This was Jill saying she loves my top. This was a Mother's Day present from one of my daughters. I was so happy with it. So what I was saying, when we get out of alignment, that's okay. We don't need to panic. It's just like, oh, I'm out of alignment. That's okay. I can bring myself back. So I'm going to pull some cards. And first I want a couple of announcements. One, on June 13th, I'm going to be doing a creativity workshop. This is over Zoom, so wherever you're watching this from, you're welcome, Magna, attend. It's going to be all about unblocking creativity, right? To really tap into those parts of us that are here to support your creativity and parts that might be sabotaging it. Not because they're bad parts, just because they're scared. They're scared of what you putting yourself out there will mean. We all have that. We all have fear of the success. We all have fear of being in the spotlight. It's just normal. So it's going to be all about that. I'm super excited. That's Sunday, June 13th. Again, that's over Zoom. And, there's a lot of other things, but for those of you who are in the Chicago area, I have a retreat coming up on July 23rd. You can go to my website to read all about it. I'm so excited. This is like a mini retreat, 21-day VIP experience. And so we're going to meet for 3 hours in this beautiful space at the center in Palos Park. Some of you might be familiar with it. We're going to do ceremony. I'm going to share some more teachings about law of attraction. We're going to play some law of attraction games together and really create this quantum field of miracles, so that you can create the prosperity and the success in your career that you are longing for, that's going to bless the world. But then the cool thing is that we're not done. Then we have that day, and then we're going to have a 21-day journey. We're going to have a private Facebook page, 21-day journey, because you're going to receive a Reiki attunement in this retreat, where I'm going to support you for 21 days to make sure that you integrate everything that happened in that magical day, and that you really create the changes. I've led many, many retreats. And one of the things I've learned is that the people who may have the most success after a retreat are my clients afterwards, just because they're receiving that extra support. So then I was like, well, this would be awesome if once the retreat is done, it's not over. We have this 21-day journey to integrate, to manifest together. So I'm opening it only to 8 people. It's a as I said, VIP. It's $155. The first 4 people who sign up have an extra, you will receive a personalized channeled reading from me that I will deliver via MP3. I'm excited about that. This is my soul said to share it. So anyway, you can go to my website, go to the events page, and you can read more about it. I'll be sending it through my newsletter. Those of you who are new to me, my website is lisaespinosa.net, lisaespinosa.net. And you can find everything there. I would love, love, love to connect with you further. Okay, so let's pull some cards, okay? I could do this part forever, so I need to really limit myself here. So this is the Sacred Traveler. Let's see what the message is here. All right, so perfect. This is so in alignment with Law of Attraction. Watching clouds. Lie back, rest, relax. Look at this card. Now, I really feel this is a reminder because we're wired, programmed to think, okay, I have results for the end of June. Hustle, hustle, work, 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 effort, effort, effort. And this is saying, lie back, relax, watch the clouds, right? Why? Because when we do that, I mean, whether you're watching the clouds or not, but when we pause and relax, we're receptive, we receive, we align with it already happened. That was one thing that really struck me when we did the connecting with our future self. This time I just so felt the relaxation of our future self. Like they were so relaxed. And so this is that reminder, right? That's when we're at our most abundant, when we can stay in that place. So anytime you find yourself efforting, as quickly as possible, start to shift into that place of relaxation. It might be too big of a jump, so you might need to do little steps before that. Okay, so that's that. I'm going to do the Star Temple Oracle. It's a beautiful, I haven't used this one in a while, so it was really calling to me. All right, the Moonstone Star. So get your Moonstone crystals art. Passion. I am entering a portal of euphoric love. This is all sacral chakra. Look at this gorgeous female. First, we all have, right? We all have that feminine and masculine energy within us, but this is all about the sacral chakra. And this is, I love this. You're entering a portal of euphoric love. And talk about portals. This month has a lot of portals with the equinox, not with the equinox, with the solstice and the eclipse, right? So this is also, so we got rest, relaxation, but now we have here passion. Connect with the passion of what you want to create, of the result that you want to have. Not with the hard, like the challenge of it, but with the passion of it. And there's something about her, she's got this look like so kind of flirtatious, right? Like this, so I just feel like there's this energy of like really stepping into, whether you're male or female, but just like really stepping into this like sensual place of like receiving the result, right? We all know the hard work way to do it. This is like this more playful, passionate, right? Sacral. So, you know, connect with your soul about what that means for you. So I'm just going to do one more, and I'm really guided to do the mermaid deck, and then we'll be done. Thank you so much. So perfect. Look what we got. Divine magic. Extra magical energy surrounds your situation right now. Expect miracles. And this card, I know because I have this deck, and Jill, I know you know, is like an amplifier of all the other cards. So it's amplifying the two cards, but I'm just really feeling like I have to pull another mermaid card to see what it's amplifying. It's amplifying have faith. Sorry, the lamp, the lights. So it says, your prayers are manifesting. Remain positive and follow your guidance. All right. Exclamation mark. Right? It's like have faith, have faith, have faith, have faith. Everything is happening. Everything is coming. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. It's always such a joy to connect with you. I look forward to next time or to seeing you at one of my events. All right. Bye, everyone.